What's up, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to show you a really cool beat that I made today, but before we get into that, always remember that in order to make really dope sounding music, you need dope sounding sounds. So make sure to check the links in the description for all the samples and all the sounds and the presets that I use to make all my music, and remember to like and also subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into this track. So this is how the beat is looking. I just made it into 8 bars so that I can extend it later with arrangement and everything. But what I did is I just made the track in its full like climax and capacity so that later on I can extend from this loop and then progress it to a track. If you want to see how I do that, I can also share that in another video. Let me know down below, drop a like, or you can just comment down below, show us arrangement, and then I can show you how to take a track from how it's looking like right now, just 8 bars, into like a full track. So what I did was I made some drums. So the drums are here in this group that I'll just title drums, uppercase D, like that. So I've got some drums, and if I solo the drums, they sound like this. So that's the drums, right? The drums sound super cool, and there is a vocal, yes, there as well. But what I did was I just added a kick, just like that, and then I also added a loop, just to get that nice groove going on. And then I also added a snare. So it just hits once on the first 2 bars, and then the second time it hits twice, and then at the end right here you can see that it's also hitting like 3 times, just to give kind of a roll. So here's how that sounds. Just like that, and then it's gonna loop back. So if I play it back, and then it starts back again, and then I also added this sound here. So this is kind of like a shaker sound that's just going just to give that swing there, and then I also added another sound here. So this is just a clap that's just going like that, and then I also added another shaker here, and then I also added this vocal. Just like that, to really give this track a nice vibe. And I added some effects here. I added a crash and an uplifting sound. So here's the crash here, just to give that smash sound right at the beginning of that bar, just to go like that. And then after that I added just when it's about to loop and play that roll, I also added a uplifting sound. So there we go. So that's all the drums, right? So I can just close these down and just shut them down like that, so that I like to group my drums, because when I get to the mixing stage I can process all my drums with various effects, compression, limiting, EQ, and overall get my drums to sound how I want them to by adding some saturation and a whole list of things that I can add. If you want to also see that video, I can also drop it soon. Drop a comment down below and just say show me mixing drums and things like that. I can share in a future video. Now let's get to the interesting part, which is everything else. So the first thing I'm going to get into is the bass. I use this preset called the breaking bass. It is in Alchemy, which is this bass. That's how the sound sounds like, and I just played these notes here that you can see here. So in the track it sounds like this. So just repeat, it keeps repeating that da, 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 da. And then next I added this dark space pluck, is just playing like this is how the sound sounds like. And this sound is in Alchemy again. Alchemy has really amazing sounds. That's how that sounds. It's just playing those simple notes, just like that. Those simple sounds there. And then next I added this, but I made this lead. It's a really crazy name. So it's just playing those notes. Just like that, super simple notes. So this sound is coming from the retro synth plugin that you can find here. And all of these are like stock Logic plugins, by the way. And the next thing I added was some cinema strings. The first string I threw in there was this one here. It's just playing that. It's a really good sounding string, and then I also layered it with another cinema string here. This one is a lot more reverb, so I just made sure I add a little bit of reverb on this bus here. This reverb that's called the large hall / concert hall. That's the one that's on this bus number 4 here, and you can see there's also other reverbs that are linked onto buses as well. You can see here bus 1, bus 2, bus 3. So there's different kinds of reverbs. There's a large plate, a small room, a large room, and then the large hall, and then on 6 there's also a small hall as well. So I just added that on there. So you can see that these strings are playing some mid notes, and then the second one is playing like a higher tone of notes, like on a higher register, so that both together really bring out the emotion in the track and just, you know, add this nice sound to the track. And then the next thing I added was some bells, and these bells are in Sculpture. It's just a simple bell sound. And this is also another powerful stock plugin in Logic. You can see how it looks. It looks super intimidating, but most of these plugins just look busy like this, but you know, you can easily break them down and simplify them. And in the track it sounds like this. So that's how it sounds. Just like that. That's what I was playing, and then I also added a piano. This is just a Steinway piano, just like that. And what I played here is just some simple notes, like kind of like an arpeggiated sound, like just a simple sound. Just like that. That's what I just played. I played some higher notes. Super dope. And then the next awesome sound that I added here was this deep FM thump that you can see here. And the plugin I used here is Alchemy again. So this is the bass sound. So in the track is just playing these simple notes here. So it's just playing those rolling notes, those rolling, and then the 2, just like that, and then it rolls again. I just like how it rolled like that, like da-da-da, just to add that there. And then there's also this bass string sound. It's like just a simple drone. Just a consistent drone sound. And then the last and final touch that I added to this track is the head buzzer Afro loop that I threw in there, and I actually exported this sound from FL Studio into Logic because I don't have this sound in Logic here, so I just exported it as a loop and then I threw it in there. So this sound sounds like this. Giving that that signature Afro sound that you can, that you get in a lot of popular Afro songs. So this sound sounds like this on its own. Just has that rolling vibe in there, and this is without the sound. Sounds good, but then listen to the track after I've added this rolling head buzzer Afro sound. That sounds really cool. So that's how I produced this track. It sounds super dope, but let me know what you think down below. If you think it's fire, drop some fire emojis in the comments. If you really like this video, make sure to drop the video a like, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and also don't miss out on my future videos, my upcoming videos. Also hit the bell and turn your notifications to all so you don't miss out on my future videos. But otherwise, stay inspired, stay creative. I'll see you in my future video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.